Very excited to welcome in Bijan Robinson of the Atlanta Falcons, one of my favorite players to watch since the day he entered the league. Good to talk to you, Bijan.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to talk to you guys as well. I appreciate you guys for having me.
Some people's favorite players since, Texas, but Gregg's only counting NFL stuff.
I mean,
it's fine, I guess.
It's a little unprofessional to just be like calling people your favorite player right off the top. I did want to ask though, because I've noticed something, and I'll run this theory by you. I think you've improved steadily like each season. You obviously came in at a very high level, and I think seeing that gradual improvement each and every year, to me, is pretty noticeable. But because it's been gradual, I don't think maybe like the average fan has seen like, oh, this is his breakout season because it's been so steady. What do you think you've improved the most at since you entered the league?
Yeah, I would say just my confidence. And, the game's very much slowed down for me. Obviously it's a process from your first year to your second year and then to your third year. And when everything you start to see everything in a different pace, at a different speed. And, that's what I feel like it's happening for me right now, which is such a blessing because God's gave me a gift to do so many things on the field. So for me to get to exploit that and help my team win and do it at a high level is been great. But yeah, I even tell people like even from college, from your first year to your third year, there's a difference. So it's the same thing for the NFL, and it's been fun, man.
Bijan, I really like watching how you see your gaps open up and how you maneuver and sort of manage. It's artistic, but it's decisive at the same time. You guys run a lot of stuff out of pistol. I know Zach Robinson well from back here in LA, and I know he really appreciates you being able to see everything laying out and unfolding in front of you, almost like how a quarterback would in the gun, right? So
Right.
can you kind of explain what that is to you to be able to kind of see the portrait unfold and then pick your spots accordingly when you can see everything in front of you like that?
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, like it's the O line that helps me do all that. Those guys up there are tremendous when it comes to communication, when it comes to finding those slips and passing off blocks and getting to the second level and making those cuts happen. Like it's all those guys when it at the end of the day when it comes down to it. And for me, it's just using my vision and just anticipating what's coming before it even happens, before the play even starts. And for me, like it's very important to use my eyes at a very high level and to manipulate linebackers, safeties, D linemen, just every one of them. Because when I do that and when I'm controlling the pace of the game, then everything else is taking care of itself. So, it's a really big, thing in my game that I really take pride in. And obviously I want to continue to, up that level and just use that gift at a high level.
Yeah, I love that you said that because it's not something you can really quantify. You can feel when you take over with what you're seeing and kind of when you hit that flow a little bit, like you're just seeing it really well and you're hitting the hole where you need to and setting those guys up. And I guess I wonder what that shift feels like. And can your teammates feel it when you're feeling it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody in the stadium can feel that just because you just kind of know like, all right, like something's happening. And it's like this is a gradual pace of, we want to dominate on the field as an offense. And, as we get the run game going, then the pass game opens up. Then when the pass game gets going, then the run game opens up. So we just play complementary ball with each other in this offense. And like you said with Z-Rob, he's so big into playing complementary football and making sure that we're affecting the game in both run game and pass game. And that's just our identity. And for us to continue to be consistent with that, like knowing the details, knowing the little things that we're supposed to do, and even with me being in the pass game as well, like me knowing those kind of details as well is very important for us to be the team we want to be, but then be the offense we want to become too.
So when you're in the middle of one of those runs where you're throwing like 3 different jump cuts in the same exact run, it's like playing Frogger. Like, do you see where the play is going to go? Are you thinking one cut ahead when you're making that first cut?
Absolutely. Like when I make the first cut, I'm already seeing the second level and where I need to go for the second one if I have to make another cut or if I just got to get vertical right away. Because if I make that first one, then I'm leaving an area that was closed but there's still a lot of defenders on that side of the area for me to make another jump cut so I can, try to find that crease. But, it's just like I said, like it's all in my vision and the vision that you have to run with and that I've been blessed with. And, I'm gonna continue to get better at that as the season goes on. But yeah, man, like when I'm trying to set up my blocks and everything like that, that's where it comes from.
You mentioned kind of that shared feeling that you can get when things are going well as a team. This is something I've been dying to ask you because I heard Leonard Floyd talking about in training camp how Michael Penix talks a little smack. And
Yeah.
you would think, interviewing him in the past and all that, he's quiet and all of that. But you keep hearing these things coming out of Atlanta that he's chattering, he's talking to the defense. Can you kind of peel the curtain back on that a little bit? Like, what's he really like when he's feeling it, when he gets going?
Yeah, I mean, he's super, super calm and collected. Like that's Mike, that's his game, that's who he is as a person. And for him, I mean, yeah, like when the moment presents itself and we're in the heat, like maybe he might say a couple things, might say a couple words. But in all aspects of it, he's so locked into what he has to do. He's so locked into his process. Like, you might not get that a lot out of him, but if you get it out of him, that means he's just on a different level, ready to game, ready to go. And, it's been fun to watch. It's been fun to see. It's been fun to just be a part of because, he's so talented, but not only that, he's so smart in his process and how he goes about it. So it's been fun.
I look at this team and think how you've already in such a short season had a little bit of everything. Like you had a dominant primetime win. You had a heartbreaking loss in week 1, which was back and forth division rivalry game. You had a rough game in Carolina where you guys got shut out. And then you had an offensive explosion and your defense has been pretty consistently good, I would say, for the most part throughout. So make the case, Bijan, of like where this team is going to go and, why you can accomplish some of the goals that I know you guys have set out for yourselves.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, as you just said, is for us to be consistent. We have to be consistent for this season. We have to take everything one game at a time, like not look ahead. We have to make sure that we're in the moment of this game, of this week, of every single day. Because I feel like when we start looking ahead and when we start going into games complacent, and that's when we lose. That's when we get shut out. So it's very important for us to continue to play with that edge, continue to play for each other as a team, play for God, like play for everything that we're supposed to do. Because when we do everything the right way, everybody sees the result that we put out. But we're not doing things at our standard or not doing it the way we want to do it, then that's when bad things happen. So that's the most important thing for us as a team. As individuals, and we really came together during that loss against the Panthers, and it really changed the direct, how we just look at the rest of these games, how we look at each other as a team, and it just really brought us closer together so we can be at our best.
You're going to be in the center of the NFL the next couple of weeks. Primetime games against the Bills, against the 49ers. The 49ers one's going to be on Sunday Night Football. I love a little like Falcons in the center because y'all have like the best fans, I think, just about in the league. Like they're crazy. And just more Falcons fans in my mention, the better.
That's it. They're amazing, man. They bring the energy every game. It's cool.
Tell us what you're doing here. You're starring in a new ad. So speaking of primetime games, you have an ad that's actually going to be going up with Colgate Total during TNF. How do you like your life as an actor?
Man, it's been fun, man. Like even doing that commercial with Colgate, and even now just partnering with Colgate and the Total Active Prevention System is just been amazing. With the toothbrush, the toothpaste, and the mouthwash, like I take it so important. I take it so serious because I'm such a positive guy. I love to smile. I love to make people happy. So I need to make sure my teeth and my gums and my oral health is at an all-time high. So partnering with Colgate has been nothing but amazing. But onto the ad, for tomorrow, premiering on NFL, Thursday night prime time is going to be just amazing for people to see that and for people to want to buy it and get the Total Active Prevention System. Is going to be even better. So it's going to be a good time tomorrow, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
That's pretty cool, Bijan. If I am remembering correctly, you're pretty interested in acting, right? Like you have some experience with it. And Atlanta, I mean, there's a lot of studios, a lot of movies being made over there. Am I remembering that correctly?
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I definitely am getting into it a little bit as I can. And I have like friends and people that like are in it now. So it's been cool to see their process, and hopefully one day I can do the same thing.
Love it.
Well,
hopefully long time from now, because we're having so much fun watching you. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a while. And you said you love having that big smile on your face. You're putting smiles on the face of a lot of football fans around the country, including my son Walker, who you're just like anchoring and dominating for his fantasy football league.
Yep, shout out Walker. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, you just made his entire year. Appreciate you. Thanks for talking.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Good talking to you guys.